Alright everybody, I told you I'd do 3 videos today, so we're going to do 3 videos today. We're going to do the last one out here outside by my awesome view. So, this is where I live, in a marina, on the back of my boat. Yeah, let's bust into the Hustlers University stuff. So, starting into it, I would say that I've got a handful of things that I ran into, roadblocks that it started, that I noticed when I started. The biggest one is it's really easy to get overwhelmed in there. There is a whole lot of information, and it's actually organized very well, but you have to figure out how they're organizing it. You can't, it doesn't make sense just looking at it right away. You have to kind of go through things. I didn't stumble on it onto it until Friday, but if you go into the gold messages, start at the very top of the gold messages and work your way down through there, you'll see a lot more that you didn't notice the first time through everything. Doing that really changed the direction or the way I was using HU2 by a lot. Not as focused right now on the affiliate marketing program, mostly because I don't know what I'm doing, and part of that is because of the fact that I don't understand copywriting yet. So I went back to the learn the skill section. I got into the copywriting, and I'm going from the very beginning, and I'll start doing that and work my way up to more. But copywriting is an essential part of affiliate marketing, and if you can't do that, you can't do affiliate marketing. So you might as well start at the beginning and go through there. One of the big things I can tell everybody is, if you think you're going to get into a program, whether it's affiliate marketing, I don't know what some of the other ones are like, the crypto program, any of those, you need to have a basic knowledge of what you're dealing with to begin with. I knew a little bit about affiliate marketing, but not a lot. I was kind of dabbling with it before I got into HU2, and I kind of jumped into it head first and didn't look at the rest of it, didn't understand. So I took a step back, and like I say, I went back to the beginning, and I'm going to learn copywriting from the beginning and go from there. I have the tendency, and I'm sure everybody else has the same tendency to try to kind of not necessarily rush through things, but I don't want to waste time on things. So I try to read through everything in the very beginning and do that whole thing. But in the end, there's always something that gets missed. The last 3 days I've spent going back in and basically, like say, starting over, learning and reading and taking notes and watching videos. And I'm the guy that in high school, even in college, I didn't take any notes. Didn't have to. If it was written on the board, I pretty well knew what it was. And I've written 5 pages of notes in the last 3 days. So it's one of those, it's a lot more in depth, and there's a lot more going on, and you have to kind of keep, you have to be a little better at the whole studying thing than I really have been for most of my life. Honestly, other than that, HU2 is definitely worth the money, if nothing else, for the people that are on there, and the things that I've learned just about money and about how people work and about sales. And I have a decent grasp on copywriting. I'm going to do a bunch of messing around tonight, trying to find, basically trying to go through my notes and try to work out a handful of things, as far as I'm going to pick a product and try to write up ads for that product, even though I'm not trying to sell it, just so that I get a feel for what I'm doing, so that when I start doing it full time, or start doing it as trying to make money with it, that I at least have an idea of what I'm doing. I can't say that I know that's right or wrong, or how the way to do it or not, but I'm gonna do that tonight before I go to bed tonight. I'm gonna spend at least an hour doing that. trying to think of anything else that I need to do. Other than that, I'm going to just keep rolling through it. I've got probably another, I don't know, I figure it's probably going to take me a fair amount of the day tomorrow. While I'm working, I'm going to kick on videos and try to watch through them at least once there, and then I'll watch through them again when I get home tomorrow night and take some notes on them. And I'm hoping by the end of the week to start doing some freelance copywriting and maybe start putting some money in my pocket that way. And we'll see how things go. I mean, at the very worst, I'm not any good at it and I can practice and get better, or I can find something else that I'm better at and I can pay somebody to do the copywriting. I don't know, but I know that I have to have at least a basic understanding of it. I don't know how many people on here that are watching these videos. It seems like the Hustlers University videos are the ones, like if I put Hustlers University in the title, it gets all kinds of views and people look at it and they read it and they comment, and I appreciate it for sure. But I don't know how many of you have been in HU2 for a long time or are just starting or any of that. So I'd love it if any of you that watch this video would go in and comment how long you've been in the program, how long you've been in HU2, what program you're in. Do you consider it a success? Have you made money? Are you happy with where you're at, or is there lots of things you need to learn? And let people in on some of the things that they've hit their head on, things that they've or things that you've hit your head on, things that you've gotten stuck on and had to work past. Doing that might give everybody an idea of what things to watch out for, anybody else that reads the comments, but it also will give me an idea of where everybody in here is at. Like, am I talking to a bunch of people that have been in this for months and months and months and have making money doing it, and I should be asking questions, or am I talking to a bunch of people who are looking to get into it and are looking for answers? Or am I talking to a bunch of people who have been into it about a month like me and are just kind of fumbling around trying to figure out what they're doing? It doesn't matter which one I'm talking to. I'm more than happy to talk to you and find out where you're at. Like I say, drop comments, talk to each other, talk to me. I'm sure that if there's any problems that you have, there is somebody there who has run into those problems. There's possibly somebody on here that's run into those problems, or if nothing else, you tell me what problems you're running into and I'll do a little bit of work figuring it out and help you through it. And once I help you through it, then when I hit that same problem, I know where I know what I have to do. Trying to think if there's anything else really to throw into this other than the fact that, like I say, sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself and you have to stop and take a couple steps back and make sure that you're going in the right direction. And I did that this weekend and have started making progress again the other direction. Like I say, I'm hoping by the end of the week to do some freelance copywriting. I am leaving my job the end of January, no matter what. Even if it is me leaving to find another shop up here closer to where I live, so I'm not driving so far. I drive about an hour every morning, one way every morning and every night. When I first started here, it wasn't that big of a deal. Gas prices were way low and the job paid good money, and now the gas prices are so high the job doesn't pay that much. It isn't worth it anymore. So no matter what, at the end of January, I'm going to go ahead and leave and take another job, or I'm hoping that I'll have, after doing 3 weeks of copywriting, I'll have enough under my belt to at least be able to make ends meet. I figured out some things, paid my rent ahead of time for February, so I'm actually paid up for January and February on my slip rent for my boat, so I don't have to worry about that getting kicked out if it takes me a while to start making some money again. And I'm gonna do like I did when I moved down here to Florida, and I'm gonna burn the boats. Not gonna give myself a chance or a reason to a chance to be able to back out of what I'm doing. I'm gonna just hit it head first and keep steamrolling until I get there. Other than that, if anybody has any tips or ideas or things that you wish you'd have known when you first got into it, or any of those things, like drop them in the comments. Let me know. I'd love to hear them. Love to hear what everybody, like, where everybody's at in the program. If you're in the program, if you're not in the program, like, what questions do you have that you want to know about the program? I won't show anybody screenshots. I don't know what all the rules are as far as all that stuff goes. I know there's a lot of that stuff that's pretty well, like, I'm pretty sure they don't want everybody seeing it, or else they wouldn't be charging you $50 and putting it behind a paywall. So I can't really show everybody everything, but I will damn sure answer as many questions as I can and try to give you as best of advice as I possibly can if you're trying to get into it. Yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else for you guys tonight. I pretty much just wanted to throw out those few things, let everybody know that I kind of took a step back and decided to go into copywriting, which is something a skill I can learn. That way I have some skills to push forward later on, and we'll go from there. Yeah, other than that, I think I'm gonna get off of here and go for a run for the night, and then when I get back from my run, I'm gonna do the last video I told y'all I'd do for the night, which is gonna be pretty much my story of how I got here from where I was at. That way, kind of get a chance to see who I am and how I ended up in the position I ended up in. We'll see what kind of views it gets. Seems like the Hustlers University stuff gets way more views than anything else, and so I'm probably gonna kind of tailor the channel a little more geared towards that. But I will continue to put out the other content for those who want to pay attention and watch what's going on. Like I said in the video about getting in shape, about fitness, was that I have lost about 4 pounds in the last month or so. Weight kind of fluctuates. I'll drop down another couple 3 pounds, and I'll probably put on a few more pounds. I've started Krav Maga Muay Thai and boxing, a striking course at the local MMA gym, and I'm going to continue doing that. And yeah, other than that, I'll keep everybody updated and we'll go from there. But thank you for subscribing, watching the video, and we will talk to you later. Bye.